Alright, what we have is a sump pump down there, and it is not plugged in because it does not work. It is completely shot. So I went and I bought a new one and all the parts I need. So let's get it replaced. Okay, first thing we gotta do is undo this. Cord down. And the whole thing should lift up like that. And this is just gross. This one has definitely rusted. Doesn't turn on at all. It's shot. Step one, put my foot here, see if we can undo this, because we're going to reuse this pipe. Dude, there's nasty stuff down in there. Okay. Put that aside. I've got a new adapter, which should be that piece. So I'm just going to make sure that that fits on my pipe, and it does, nice and cleanly. So let's unbox the new one. Okay, new pump has this float switch. This one's actually got two power cords. So this one here on this side is for the switch. So this one plugs into the wall, and then that one plugs into the back. So when the switch is activated, it lets the power through here all the way through to the pump itself. So make sure that this fitting fits here. Does nicely. We don't have to use tape or anything because ultimately this is going to be submerged anyway. Typically not, but it won't hurt anything. So there's no need for tape because it's not going to hurt if it leaks down here. So I'm going to get that and get it nice and tight and make sure that the cords are long enough. Alright, so I got the two fittings on. Strap it down the hole. And this is just a dry fit for now. Just a dry fit. I'm not actually like putting it that way. I know that's where that sits, and then we can take our cords and make sure that they're long enough. Okay, so it's in the hole, cords wrap around that, and then plug in up there. So the cords are definitely long enough. So now I don't know if you can see all the crap down in there. I'm going to take this out, this here. I'm just going to pull this out of the hole. So now I got to clean this up. There's a couple bricks that it sits on, so we'll stabilize those. Put it in, and then instead of using this piece here, I have this piece here. So it's quite a bit bigger, but this is a check valve to keep water from flowing back down into this hole once it gets up there. So Alright, so the hole's clean. So let's get this buddy dropped down in there. And you want to make sure that this guy can float up. So he will have to sit down in there like that. And then we'll get this reconnected. And then we're going to plug it back in. Okay, so now that we've got new pump, everything's connected. You can't run these empty. So I'm going to put water in the hole. Make sure that that valve or that switch floats, and it should kick on if it's got enough water. And I'm going to need another batch of water. Be right back. Alright, round 2. Still need more water. So for the record, I could just lift this up and get it to pump, but you always want to make sure that this float has enough travel that it's going to freely come up enough to flip the switch and kick on the pump on its own. Because if I grab it, I can swing it out here or whatever, but I want its natural path as it comes up to be able to kick on itself without getting hung up somewhere. So that's why I'm actually filling up the hole.
Still needs water.
Almost.
Water.
Should be close.
Nope.
One more. Alright, should be the last one.
Water.
There it goes. Alright. Now you can't run these empty. So they have to fill up with water before they run, which is the purpose for this. Now I'm going to go ahead and run it just a little bit more. Try and get everything out of that hole that I can. Let's move it just a little bit more.
Whoa! Water just came on me.
Yep.
Icky water.
Alright. So it is good to go.